Hey guys, sorry about that. My internet disconnected. For some reason, I'm not really sure what happened. I know they're upgrading the internet networks nearby, so that may have been what happened, and it may have gotten disconnected. Am I lagging? I hope I'm not lagging. If I am, I'm sorry. Um. Anyway, we're all of the energy today. Um. Yeah. So basically, I wanted to give you guys an update. Uh, oh, guys, I got Starbucks. Nice. Christmas drinks are out here. Well, they're out for the if you have the card. But yeah, they're really good. There's no eggnog though. The eggnog's gone. Raging. Devastated. Devastated. But anyway, I hope everyone can hear me okay. I hope the sound is okay. Um, maybe I'll turn up that mic a little bit. Yeah. I hope I'm not too far. My mic is like I can't even show you guys right. It's here. That looks weird on camera. Anyway, my mic is back a bit from me, so because I have my keyboard here. So if you guys can't hear me, let me know. Drop it in the chat if you can't hear me. Anyway, right, why I'm here. Update. So, as you guys know, I've been missing for a little while. I've been coming back doing a couple of lives, doing a couple of shorts. And I've been telling you I've been feeling kind of sick. I've been getting sick a lot recently. I've been getting injured recently. And that was more due to my own stupidity, but and just because I'd literally fall over my own shadow. But anyway, I wanted to come on today and give you guys an update. So, as I told you, I was waiting for appointments and tests and yada, whatever. So, what I actually got during the week, and this is incredibly bright. Let me just adjust this a smidgen. No, that's making it colder. Okay, I'll leave it around there. So I finally got a consultant appointment. I had to go to see a respiratory specialist. I've been to them. And then I had to get sleep testing done because I've been thinking for a long time, and unfortunately, I had a bit of a battle. Battle is the wrong word. That sounds really dramatic. I don't mean battle. I had a bit of a challenge with getting the testing for sleep apnea, which is what it's being tested for. So that's why I had the sleep study. So obviously, you guys know last year with the allergies and everything, um, I was really tired because I wasn't sleeping well, and the allergy doctor had told me sometimes if you've bad allergies, you've bad sinus congestion, all that kind of thing, it can mimic the symptoms of sleep apnea. So once you get the allergies under control, it should clear itself up. So anyway, we never got the allergies under control, as you guys know, as I've told you. They got a bit better. Obviously, the dog has his own. I took the dog out of my room because I am allergic to him. And all that kind of stuff. And I tried to be better with the dusting in my room and the cleaning, um, and all that kind of thing. And I'm only giving this quick update if you haven't been here before, or if you're kind of new to the channel and you didn't know about this, just so you guys quickly know. So I'd only stick with this for a minute or two if you already are aware. So all that kind of stuff was happening. So I had the allergy tests, I tried the medication, I tried different medication. I tried changing when I took the medication. I tried adjusting when I went to sleep, when I got up. Um, I tried changing my bed more regularly and cleaning my room more regularly, and then using different things to clean my room. Then using my filter, my what you call my Dyson filter, air filter, fan thingy, more, using it less, putting it in a different position, putting it up high, putting it down low, la 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 la, all of the things. So, as you guys know, after I took the dog out of my room last year, there was a bit of an improvement, but it didn't get any better. Now, when I say last year, I think it was before Christmas. It was around this time last year, actually. I think I went. Yeah, I think it was around this time of the year, maybe a bit later in the year. But anyway, so I was trying to get an appointment for an allergist, but the way it works here, you don't really get referrals for allergists here. Like you can, but you don't need them, and a lot of doctors won't do them. So I booked that myself, that kind of thing, um, all that kind of jazz. So anyway, I was getting a referral for the respiratory specialist that I've just been to see. And I think my doctor believed that the symptoms I was having were related to my allergies, were also related to like my weight and my fitness level. So that was a challenge that I faced because it's very hard when you're going to the doctor when you feel so unbearably unwell. Like you feel unwell every day, you feel tired every day, you feel sick every day. Like every day you wake up and you feel like you haven't slept at all and you get headaches and you're getting pains in your neck and your back and you're getting random injuries for no reason and you constantly feel like you have an infection or there's something wrong with your breathing and no one is listening to you. So um I can understand where my doctor was coming from, but I also would have had a lot more I would have been a lot happier if I had been listened to a bit more. Now I don't know if it's how I presented myself or if the doctor knew something that he just wasn't telling me. I don't know. But anyway, it was a struggle to get here. It was a battle to get here. Um I know battle sounds dramatic, and again, it's not fully my doctor's fault. It's also me not being able to verbalize um verbalize properly what I needed. Um, but I'm not taking all the responsibility. You should have listened to me. But yeah, anyway, it's an issue you face if you're someone who is plus size, is a larger person, if you're somebody with anxiety, if you're a woman, any or all of these categories, you will have experienced this. It's all your anxiety. Are you sure it's not your anxiety? Have you tried dealing with your anxiety? It's all your anxiety. Oh, it's your weight. It's all your weight. Everything's to do with your weight. And just being as a woman, we're just not taken seriously by the medical field. And I've seen many videos on this, and I've seen so many videos. And unfortunately, I always felt bad for the people who it happened to, but I never thought it would happen to me until it did. And it sucked. It sucked. This is the same doctor I've been going to for my entire life. Never found him to be dismissive. But in this particular instance, he was. He wouldn't listen to me. He wouldn't hear me. I was in his office talking to him. And I knew, when you're talking to someone and they're just like, they're not taking on board what you're saying. They're not taking you seriously. That was the experience that I had. But anyway, that went on for the guts of a year. And I know a lot of you are going to say, and I'm going to ask you to refrain from saying it because I'm aware. A lot of you are going to say, "Oh, you should just got a new doctor. You should have moved to a new thing. Like go to somebody else." That I'm aware. I know, and I should have, but I didn't. So there's no point saying I should have because I didn't. And then we got sorted in the end. So anyway, long story short, I eventually got annoyed enough, frustrated enough, and angry enough that I went in one morning to the doctor. I made an appointment really early. I usually see him in the late afternoon. I don't know if that's part of the issue that by that time of the day he's just done. But anyway, I went in to see my GP. I saw him first thing in the morning, and I basically went in and I had the attitude and the mindset going in that I'm going to say my piece and I'm not going to stop until I'm finished. And I'm going to make sure that you hear me and make sure that you listen to me. Because I was like, I'm so unwell. Why am I going to a doctor who's not listening to me? But anyway, and like I get it, I'm overweight. There is side effects associated with that. Like I'm not saying there isn't. Of course there is. I'm not an idiot. You know what I mean? But when you put the whole thing down to that, it's like everything is put down to that. And it's every time I seem to have gone to him about anything for the last year, it's been, oh well, you need to walk for 45 minutes to an hour every day, twice a day if you can. And like I'm trying to explain to him, like, I hear you. And, I'm not saying you're wrong, but what I'm saying is I'm not able to do that. I'm so exhausted. I can barely function. Like this time last year, I could film for 8, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. You know what I mean? I could be 3 weeks ahead in videos. We did that whole addict series. We did the garage series. They were all 10, 8, 10 hours a day filming, no problem. But like I got to the stage where literally walking around the block, which is like 30 minutes, was overwhelmed me with like fear, like literally scared. And when I did do it, because obviously I'm minding the dog and stuff, I'd come back and be absolutely exhausted. I got to a point where I was literally falling asleep during the day, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 1 o'clock, sometimes even 11 in the morning. And I may have gotten up at, 8 or 9. I'd be sitting down on the chair in the living room because I literally wouldn't have the energy to do anything. And then I'd fall asleep and I'd wake up at like 1 o'clock. And that's not a normal experience to be having. A lot of the times as well, I'd wake up in the morning, I'd be fine for about maybe 15 minutes. And sometimes I wasn't fine for the 15 minutes, but sometimes I'd be fine for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, sometimes even an hour. And then I'd get this unmerciful headache. And I'd have to be using like ice packs and the whole lot. And I used painkillers and they didn't work. Over the counter painkillers. And then I was like trying to drink more water because I was like, I'm probably dehydrated. And like, I have a certain amount of medical knowledge myself. I'm a former EMT. I don't know if I've told you guys that before, but I'm a former EMT. So I have a certain amount of, training in what this kind of stuff is. And like I was taking over-the-counter medication. I was staying away from codeine because obviously it's deeply problematic. It is an opiate. So I didn't want to go down that road. Like I'm already a smoker, as I've mentioned to you guys before. So I think we're pretty certain that I have an addictive personality. I also have an eating disorder. So you know what I mean? I don't need to add to that at all. But yeah, it was just this constant challenge of spend the morning trying to get the pain under control, ice packs, heat packs, on my neck, on my shoulders, sitting down, lying down in a dark room, putting on my glasses, taking off my glasses, putting face masks on. And that'd go on till like maybe lunchtime, maybe 2 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock in the day, whatever. Some days it would be all day. And then that would go on. And then I was like, I really have to film. And then I felt so bad that I couldn't film. And then I thought, if I just make a plan for tomorrow, I'll make a plan for tomorrow. I'll take the day today. I'll get better. I'll heal. I'll recover. And I'll film tomorrow. And then I'd get up tomorrow and we'd repeat the same cycle again. And, when it initially happened, it was the allergies. Oh, it's the allergies. When I figured it out, it's allergies, great. I'll take the tablets. I'll take the nasal spray. I'll do the things, blah, 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 blah. It didn't work. It didn't do really much of anything. When I took the dog out, that helped. But it still didn't stop the fact that I was getting headaches most days. And like some of them were just like, the kind of sinusy pain you get here. And it would kind of be like, gnawing at me, but it wasn't too bad. But then eventually over time, it would get worse and worse and worse and worse. Like to the point where I'd go 3 or 4 days with close to a migraine. Or maybe it's a cluster headache. I don't know the difference. Like I do kind of know, but I don't know specifically what I was having, is what I'm saying. I know there are differences, but I think it's migraines, what I was having, because I was getting the photosensitivity. I've literally gotten sick from the pain before. And it sucks as well because I have a high pain threshold. So for me to get to that point is bad. And also when my pain gets to that point, it's very hard to get under control because I have such a high pain threshold. So I will like tolerate a lot of it before I'll do something about it. But anyway, I'm going to move on. So I got a wonderful consultant referred to me. One of my really good friends recommended. One of my best friends recommended it, should I say. So they were great. She recommended the company that she knew of. She's used herself. I contacted the company. They recommended this consultant as well. Because I was really ringing them for more information for, costs and stuff like that. Because the original referral I got from the doctor was to a private clinic, a private hospital near where I live. And they wanted €1,200 for the test, just the test, before I even saw a doctor, before I got anything, and I can't afford that. Like, €1,200 plus consultant fees can be 200, 300, 400, you know what I mean? Which is, you're with them for 10 minutes. So like, that's where the money's at, guys. If you know what job to pick, consultants get like 400 quid for a 15-minute appointment. But which I know to some of you, especially if you're in the US, are going to be like, €1,200 is nothing. Because I know you guys have an insane medical system. But obviously, we're very lucky here in that we have a socialized system. And we have a public health service, and I'm very grateful and happy for that. But I was trying to go through the public system originally. I looked into it. The waiting times to see the consultant are like anywhere from 6 to 9 months up to 3 years. And then after if you are unfortunate enough to have to wait the 3 years, then you go in to meet the consultant for him to say, oh, I have to send you for a test. And then you get sent for that test. And that can be weeks and weeks more, if not months more, waiting for that test appointment. Then you have to do the test. Then it all gets sent back. Then you have to wait another whatever amount of time to get another appointment with the consultant to actually get your results and your treatment. So if you need, say, the sleep apnea machine or whatever, then you have to wait for the doctor to send that over and then get an appointment to go in and get it. So it's just like, it becomes this whole thing. So I started, looking into the private system. I have very, very basic insurance, like the cheapest insurance. And it's crap, to be honest. It's absolutely rubbish. And it doesn't cover a lot of the private hospitals, I found out, or the stuff I want. And my particular insurance company just doesn't seem to acknowledge that sleep issues or whatever are a problem. So yeah, I was like, right, well, this is the choice I'm with. And this was before I was referred to the consultant. So my doctor sent this referral on. They wanted €1,200 for the test. The consultant, I think, was 200 or 250. I'd have to go into the hospital. I'd have to, there was all this like stuff that I had to do. And I was like, okay. And I know my friend got a home test. Now, I'm bad at sleeping when I'm not in my house. So if I go away on a holiday and the first night I can't sleep. If I go and stay in somebody else's house or staying away for a few, I can't sleep for the first night. So I was like, there's no point in me going into a hospital to get a sleep test because I'm not going to sleep. And I know I'm not. And I'm not paying €1,200 for them to be told they couldn't complete the test. So anyway, it was a whole thing that went on over a couple of weeks, back and forth with that and researching and talking to my friend. And then when my friend was able to give me the name and the number of the person I did end up going to. So I went to see that doctor. I'm not going to name their names because they are great and I really like them, but I don't know if they would want to be mentioned. So I'm not going to do that. But anyway, I went to that consultant. They said to me, you have to do this test basically that is your sleepiness level or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but you have to answer all these questions and give it like a scale of 0 to 10 or whatever, 0 to 5, I think it is. So I did the test and then she kind of said, like, I think you might have sleep apnea. I don't think that you will. Maybe you do. If you do, it'll be very mild. We can probably manage it with, possibly like nose strips and lifestyle changes and all that kind of stuff. And that was fine. And I was like, okay. That's cool. Go away. Sorry, I got my screen there. But yeah, so anyway, I went through all that and that was fine. And then she's like, I'll send you a referral over to the clinic that I'm using who does the sleep test. So I actually had to wait a while for that. They usually say it's overnight, but it took maybe like 5 days for the actual referral to get sent over. So the referral was sent over and then for the test, and then they rang me and I tried to get an appointment, and then there was no appointments for a couple of weeks. And then my appointment ended up being on Halloween. So October 31st. So you guys are getting like a really up to date update, should I say. But so I did a test on Halloween night. It was an interesting thing. I don't know if you've ever had it done. If you ever had it done, there's like 2 straps on you. And you have to wear like there's like a clip here and a clip here, and then you have to put the straps around your chest, and you have to wear like a little nasal cannula and wrap it around your ears, and then like a watch. They give you like a watch, and then there's like a finger probe to check your oxygen levels. So you wear all that anyway, and yeah, so I wore that anyway. That was fine. It was very weird. They said to me, like, when you're putting on the straps, don't let them twist. Put them on. I did put them on straight, but of course, as you move in your sleep, they twisted, and I kept waking up and feeling like I had to settle them. I was told by a friend afterwards, once you put them on, they're fine. But I didn't know that anyway. Me being a literal head. But so I did that sleep test literally on the 1st of June. After like the following day, I brought the machine straight back. I didn't want to wait any longer. Like, I've been waiting for a year. I've been fighting for a year. I've been struggling. I'm like, And it's like I've spent so much time and energy like trying to convince people, almost like feeling like I had to convince people like that I wasn't, I'm not making this up. I'm not faking this. I'm not like, I'm not doing this for attention, that kind of way. Because the attitude I got from some people, which I was actually really surprised by, people I knew well, um, they didn't directly say it, but they kind of inferred that I was doing it for attention. Or like, are you trying to get attention? And I was like, no. So and needless to say, I'm not really speaking to those people anymore. But it was such a challenge to kind of it's like it's a challenge trying to explain to people like how unwell you feel, and they're like, but you don't look sick. You look fine. Like you look okay, like you're not coughing. It's like that invisible a lot of invisible disorders. And I know a friend good friend, like one of my best friends, has like what would be referred to as invisible disabilities, and she gets treated like people are like, "What's wrong with you?" And she's like, "Just got," and I'm like, "Just because you can't see doesn't mean it's not there," And it's actually given me a lot more, like, not that I didn't have it before, but even more compassion and understanding for people with invisible illnesses. Like, yeah, if you break your leg or you're bleeding or whatever, you can see it. But like with a lot of these things, you can't see, and like it's the thing I've even discussed before with like mental health. You can't always see mental health. Like with some people, obviously, if they're very extreme, you can see the illness happening, progressing, whatever. But yeah, it's been a struggle. I thought for a while I had sleep apnea, but I didn't know. And honestly, I didn't take it that seriously. And I should have taken it more seriously because sleep apnea is can be a very serious condition. It can kill you. That's the reality of it. You can literally go to bed one night and never wake up, which is very scary. Um, I didn't put up a fat Halloween decorating video because honestly, guys, I didn't care about Halloween this year. I put up a few sticky things on the window for the kids who were trick or treating, and that was it. Like, I'm not going to make a video out of that. I'm not going to waste your time by making that as a video. But also, I was going that night to, by the time for the decorations, it was 2 days before Halloween. Like, so, and anyway, long story short, I did the sleep test, brought the machine back that day, and then I got a phone call yesterday. So it was actually really fast turnaround once the test was done. And I'm thinking I'm going to have mild sleep apnea or am I have moderate? And moderate worries me. That means the whole machine, that means the whole, monitoring, treatments, repeat appointments, la 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 la, whatever. So it actually turns out that I have severe sleep apnea. So there's different levels. Sorry. It was really scary to get the diagnosis. And I know it probably sounds really silly to some people, but it's more scary because of how much I didn't take it seriously. I was like, oh, I'm fine, we ground, like. But so I have severe sleep apnea. So it explains my symptoms. It explains what's been going on for the last year. They're pretty much all explained. Why I'm so tired. I'm constantly tired. I never feel well rested. I'm more susceptible to infection and injury. Healing is worse. Healing can take longer. It can affect your metabolism. What else? There's like loads. Sorry, guys. I've read so much stuff in the last like 24 hours. 24, 48 hours about this. If you're looking for medical facts, please go and look up a certified person area. The WHO are good, the World Health Organization, the Mayo Clinic are good resources, or your local health service. We have the HSE here in Ireland. There's the NHS in the UK. I'm assuming it's probably the CDC in the US. Or they would have information on, even the Centre for Disease Control. So I'm not sure if they'd cover that. Anyway, I don't know. Look up your local Department of Health anyway for more information. But yeah, I finally have an answer. And it's like, that's part of the reason why I think I get so emotional about this, because it's like, it's like I've been battling for a year to try and get this. And also it's like I didn't want, like, I wanted to know, I wanted an answer. That was it. Whatever the answer was, I wanted an answer. And it was like worrying me, but I was also like, and it's something I've said to one of my friends before. It's like it doesn't matter what the diagnosis is, like, about this in relation to me and getting stressed and anxious and everything. Just because you get told what the diagnosis is, nothing has changed since before you knew. You still have the same condition you had before. Like, it's not like you now have, it's like I now have severe sleep apnea just because I've gotten this result. No, I already had it, but now I know what it's called. So that's kind of helped me to keep that in mind with dealing with this. So, and I know some people will be like, sleep apnea is nothing. There's people worse off. And of course there is. I'm not saying there isn't people worse off. But it's like, to me, it seemed like kind of a silly thing. Like, oh, you wear some strips in your nose or, and I'll be fine. And that's what, because in my mind, that's what I had. I had mild sleep apnea. I was also telling myself, you're probably overreacting to this. You're probably, which I wasn't overreacting. I was reacting perfectly normal amount, but because also the fact that the doctors that I went to, and it wasn't just my GP, bear in mind, that I went to before I went to the consultant, but they were like acting like, oh, it's nothing, there's nothing wrong with you, like, you're making a big deal out of nothing. And as someone with anxiety, there's always that underlying thing that's like, are you making a big deal out of nothing? Like, is this nothing? Is this an anxiety trigger thing that's making it worse? But it didn't. And I've worked really hard in counseling for the last couple of years to kind of get my anxiety under control. Or maybe under control is not the right word. You can't control anxiety. It's not how it works. But you know what I mean? To get a handle on it, I suppose. But anyway, I wanted to jump on and say, if you are someone that's experiencing something like this, like that a doctor isn't listening to you, sometimes you have to make them listen. You have to just go in and say, look, this is my appointment. I've come in here asking for your help. I didn't come in here to be chastised and whatever. And I'm like, don't be aggressive if you don't have to be aggressive and whatever. Like, deal with it whatever way you need to deal with it and speak to them whatever way makes, works for you. But like, what I'm going to say is, don't back down so easily. I backed down so easily. And maybe if I would have pushed harder a year ago, I would have found this out a year ago, and it may have been mild or moderate at the time. But basically, the way they have like a level that they measure it at, and up to 30 is like, so there's like mild is like up to 15 or something like that, or 20, I think, I can't remember. Then up to 30 is moderate, and then once you hit 30, you're into severe. And my reading is 40, so it's like, it's over that. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so I'm now waiting to hear, and I'm hoping the consultant has already sent over my referral. I'm going to have to get a CPAP machine, and I'm going to have to sleep with every night. So that's going to be a whole heap of fun. But yeah, so another thing I was doing was I was thinking I was probably putting on weight because I was so much more tired and everything became so much more difficult. Like, even something as like as simple as, taking out the laundry in the morning. Like, I'd set the table in the morning, I'd take out the laundry out of the machine, hanging it in the line, and I'd sit down and I'd like feel so tired. Like, as if I'd been, scrubbing the walls for 3 to 4 hours. And then I actually got weighed there 2 weeks ago or so, 3 weeks ago or so, when I was at the consultants. It's in the last month. I can't remember what date it was, but I got weighed, and well, but I thought I must have put on a load of weight, and my body just can't handle it anymore. But well, number one, I didn't put on weight. I haven't put on weight since, I think, a year ago when I originally went to my GP. I got my measurement, which no, I'm not going to tell you because I don't feel comfortable. But I got told my measurement in kilograms, which is hilarious because I work more in stone and pounds. Like everything else, I'm gone metric, but with that, I'm still in imperial because it makes sense to me. But I got told my kilos, and I remember that number because, that was fine. And then when I got weighed there 3 weeks ago, it was the same. I was like, I haven't put on any more weight, so it's not like, I'm not saying my weight hasn't had an issue, but that's not what the problem is. Holy crap, I made it to a life. Let's go, Terry! Teddy, thank you for joining us. So I just update on my health. I finally found out what's going on. I don't know how much you've caught, Terry, so I'm going to just tell you now. And if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. Basically, I went to a consultant, got a referral, got a sleep test done, and I found out that I have severe sleep apnea. So she thought it'd be mild. I thought it might be mild or moderate. It's actually severe. So the level for severe is 30 in this like score thing. So it's like, I think it's like up to 10, up to 20, up to 30 for like mild, moderate, severe, and mine's 40. So I'm like, I'm up there. So like the battle I've been doing, and I know, Terry, you've been here and around, and I've gone to the doctor and I've done how many updates and the whole lot. But basically I've had severe sleep apnea, which is why I'm so tired, which is why I'm prone to infection. It slows down your metabolism. It's, all the things. Like, you saw my videos, 2 years ago. You were here 2 years ago when I was doing these like huge videos, like the garage, the attic, like filming for 8 hours, doing like, 3-part, 4-part video series. Because like most of those 3 or 4-part video series were probably done in 1 or 2 days. And I was just saying there that like, even only a few weeks ago, I took out the laundry one morning. I set the table in the kitchen for breakfast. I took out the laundry and like sat down and like felt like I'd walked 5 miles, like literally. No, they will, thankfully. So I'm going to be getting a sleep app machine. So I'm not happy about it, but look, at least now I know what it is. It more scared me because sleep apnea can kill you. Fun thought. So apparently, if you've undiagnosed sleep apnea for a long time, you can just go to bed one night and you don't wake up. So that's kind of horrifying. And mine's severe as well, which was like scary because I was like, go away, Terry's busy. But so that's basically that's the long and short of it, Terry. But yeah, so I just kind of wanted to fill you all in on that. And also kind of give you a thing, like give you like, what's the word I'm trying to use? I think maybe like fill you guys in and give you an explanation why as well I haven't been online. I haven't been filming. It's not like I don't care about YouTube. Like, if it was up to me, I'd be filming every day. Like, and I think last year it really started to hit me around the end of the year. Like, I know I did Vlogmas, but like I pre-filmed quite a bit of that. Like some that was filmed in November and stuff, the end of November. And I kind of felt before I started that I should be able to do it. Like, I knew I'd be tired, but I didn't think it would wipe me out the way it did. And I think this is why. That's when it was around that time that it started. Well, it could have started a year before that. I don't know, but it's been around for at least that long. So I know now I'm going to have to make, obviously, lifestyle changes with the sleep apnea that I wasn't going to have to. Sleep apnea as well. Oh, I didn't know that, Terry. Is it 2 years? Oh my God, Terry, I can't believe you. I remember when that happened. Oh, poor chick. Oh, God bless her. No, let me tell you, it's no joke. Like, it's no joke. I have friends who have it, like. But like I had no understanding of the impact it had. Like, I know people say to me, Gary, isn't that the thing where you get like tired and stuff? You get really tired. But like, I literally thought it was like, oh, you get a bit tired, like, you didn't get good sleep last night. Like, no, it literally, you can sleep for 10 hours and you feel like you went to bed 10 minutes ago. It's like, when you go to bed and then you wake up like 15 minutes later because you didn't fully fall asleep. It's like that every day. But like, imagine doing that for a week. How bad you'd feel after a week or like a month. And like, it doesn't matter how much sleep you get. Also, for anybody who doesn't know what sleep apnea is, it's basically it's like the back of your soft palate, which is like the top of your mouth, and into your throat. 2 years in March. That's crazy, Terry. I just can't get over. That's insane. That's so fast. Wow. Holy crap, that was fast. How are you doing about that, Terry? Did they give you one of those CPAP machines? Yeah, I've to get it. I was hoping to get a call today from them to say, because my consultants rang me, I think it was yesterday she rang me. Her secretary rang me with the update, so I think she's to ring me today. I'm hoping that the company rings me today to give me a machine, but I don't know. It could be next week. But I'm hoping it's today. But basically the soft palate in the back of your throat, or like the soft palate, it basically what happens is it closes off your airway. It like sits back. It's like, when someone passed out, they say lift their chin, like do a head tilt chin lift. So you lift their chin to pull their tongue out of their throat. If someone's unconscious, you always do that. You lift their chin to make sure they can breathe. Well, it's like that. It's like all the back of your throat relaxes, and it basically blocks your airway. So, and I have recordings of myself. I got an app. My dad told me I was snoring. I was like, how dare you? I don't snore. Who do you think you are? I don't snore. But anyway, I got this app and I got these like snore strips to see if that'd help. So, sorry, let me explain. I got the snore strips, and then it turned out the company that makes them does an app. It's called, I think Sleepies is the name of the company, but they do this app. And basically what you do is you plug in your phone at night, you run the app while you're asleep, and it basically records you if you snore or if they believe you are not, like if you're not breathing properly. So I got that app and tried it, and I could hear myself snoring. You don't need to listen to your recordings of yourself snoring, by the way. But anyway, there was like some of them that were like, oh, breathing, I can't even remember what the term was, but it was like breathing struggle or issue or so, whatever. But anyway, there was like things, and I'd be like, I could hear myself like breathing normally on the machine, and then it would just go silent for like ages, and then literally I'd hear myself going, which is basically like what sleep apnea is. And with that, it affects your circadian rhythm, which means you don't rest properly. You oftentimes don't go into REM sleep, which is where you do a lot of rest and your brain sorts stuff out. And you have like dreams and stuff. Because I used to have obviously very vivid dreams, stuff I have had for years. The last like couple of years, I don't have dreams anymore. Like, yeah, you don't need to listen to yourself. No, I listened to myself. I was like, yep, could have done without hearing that. But yeah, so it affects like your REM sleep. Your body doesn't recover properly. Your brain doesn't process stuff properly. It can massively increase anxiety, depression, a load of mental health. It's the ones I was reading, the article I was reading, it was saying bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, psychosis, like all these things are like abundantly worse. And even if you're on medication for these things, like antipsychotics and stuff like that, the medications don't work properly. They're less effective because of the sleep apnea. And it affects your circadian rhythm, and like that can affect obviously how you perceive night and day and all that kind of stuff as well, and time. And anyway, there's a whole load of things. I'll try and find some links and pop them in the description box of this video at some stage. I don't know when I'll do it, but I'll do it just in case anybody's interested or wants to know more about it. But yeah, it's been a journey to get here. It's been a battle. And if you want any more, I think there's specific information on those conditions as well. If you want to look that up, I don't really know much about them, to be honest. I don't have them. If I did, I would tell you, because I'm pretty open about that kind of stuff. But because as well as that, you may have a family member or a friend who's going through this, and you might want to help them. But oh my god, guys, the amount of alerts for Christmas videos. I'm actually so far behind, like it's not even funny. I will be doing videos for Christmas this year. I'm not saying I'm doing Vlogmas, okay? I'm just not. I'll see how I feel once this treatment starts. I did last year say I will never do it again, but I might just do a load of shorts because I can probably manage that. At least you know what's going on. Exactly, Terry. And that was like a relief. As much as it like scared the crap out of me when I found out. I'm gonna be honest, I cried for like 20 minutes when I found out. Like I was kind of devastated. And it was more the fact that it was severe, you know what I mean? And it was like, you've been walking around with a severe condition. and you haven't done enough about it, was like to me. And then it's like also becoming aware of how many people I've been let down by in trying to find out this information. And like I've seen we've all seen the videos on YouTube, here on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, on whatever, about these people who have these like infections, these illnesses, and no one can take them seriously. Now, apart from the fact that 90% of these people are women, we can't unfortunately, I don't know how to affect systemic change. If I did, I would have done it already. But I think one thing I want to do is encourage people. If you know something is wrong with you, and you're not either being taken seriously, or you're not being listened to, or say you get a diagnosis for something, and like you feel in your gut it's wrong. Now, I'm not saying like, oh, I got diagnosed and I don't like it. You know what I mean? But I mean, like, if you say you go into your doctor and they're like, oh, it's your weight, oh, it's your anxiety, but you're like, I've had weight for years, I've had anxiety for years, I've never felt like this before. What I'm gonna say is, don't back down so easily. And make them listen. Say the stuff like, if you think you need. Now, I'm not saying go in and tell doctors that you need antibiotics and you need a lot of tests. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, if you go in and you have a doctor who is resistant, not listening to you, and won't take you seriously, like, if you want to give them another chance, by all means, give them another chance and say to them, you're not listening to me. You're not taking me seriously. Then by all means. But what I would recommend you do is go to a different doctor. Go to a doctor who is willing to treat you like a person, like a human being, and not a collection of symptoms. Because there are doctors out there that treat people like puzzles, like jigsaws, like, oh, you're a collection of symptoms, you're not a human being. And that's bad medicine. That's bad. That's flat out bad medicine. And I've met a lot of them over the years. I think I mentioned earlier in the video, but in case I didn't, I used to work as an AMT, so I do have some level of medical training. But I've met the doctors who are like, oh, you'd say to them, oh, Mary's coming in. They don't know who Mary is. Mary could be their patient for 20 years. And you go, oh, the lady with diabetes is coming in. The one who who got the blood test last. And like, they'll know instant. Oh, I know who she is. That's my little puzzle to figure out. So if you feel like that's how you're being treated, go somewhere else. Don't hang around waiting. And one thing I've learned as well in counselling is, stop waiting for other people to change. They're not going to. If they wanted to change, they would have done it already. And no one can change anybody else. You cannot change unless you want to, and unless you're willing to do it. And that in itself, to me, is something that I'm still working on accepting, because I have the old habits of like, if I just explain it this way, if I just say it to them, this thing to them this way, if I turn it into this perspective, they'll understand it. They won't, and they don't want to. Sorry, I'm just checking chat. Still planning Christmas gifts. That's why I just bake cookies and make jelly and stuff. Yeah, no. Nice one, Terry. Call myself there. You have to be an advocate because you just want. Most just want that visit paycheck. Absolutely, you do. You have to be your own advocate. You absolutely have to be your own advocate. Now, I know as well in different countries, there's different like services and stuff that can support you through this. I know, especially in Ireland, people who are dealing with long-term illnesses, I think, and disabilities, there's a lot of I can't speak today. There's a lot of advocacy. Ugh. I cannot say that word today. If you are somebody with long-term illnesses and disabilities, there are advocacy groups that can help you. And I think we have like National Patient Advocacy Support Service or something like that that's available. And I know around the world they have loads of different services like that. But in a lot of the cases, you have to go in and you have to, fight for yourself, unfortunately. And it's more prevalent with women than it is with men. Hey, Nemo. How you doing, girl? But that's a lot of the time the fight you're going to have and the battle you're going to have to face. And is it fun? No. And is it frustrating? Yes. But if nothing else, it's shown me to keep pushing through. So Cliff Notes, Nemo, to catch you up. I don't know if you want to watch the rest of it or if you've time, but basically, I finally got an answer to what's wrong with me. I found out I have very severe sleep apnea, basically. Just so now you were live. Yeah, no, I got an alert on my phone like 25 seconds ago, and I went live like 45 minutes ago. I don't know. YouTube is just like, it's fair. The algorithm owes me nothing. I haven't really been posting. The algorithm is like, I'm done with you. But yeah, basically, it turns out that I have severe sleep apnea. So up to 30. So it's like 10, I think, for moderate, 10 for mild, and the score thing they do, 20 for moderate and 30 for severe, and I'm 40. So I'm hoping to get a call today about the sleep apnea machine, but I don't know if my consultant has sent the referral over. And I know with the company before, she said to me they usually get them same day, like, or the day of, but it took a few days the last time. Well, not good few, but like 4 or 5 days the last time. But yeah, so I found out now why I've been so tired all the time, why I'm getting sick all the time, why I'm feeling like crap all the time. But yeah, because that was one thing as well I couldn't understand. It's like I was working so hard on my anxiety. 40 is bleh. It's very bleh. It's you know. But yeah, and like also I know I mentioned to you guys earlier in the year about having a second channel. I don't have a second channel. In case anyone's wondering if they've been missing it, you haven't. I've done nothing. Like, I have all this cool equipment that I bought for it. And I saved up for ages to get this equipment and I haven't even used it. Because I've literally just been unwell every day. Like, I'm waking up every day and I feel like crap. It's like, when you wake up and you have the flu, you have like the head, like your head's really heavy and you have the pain and the headache and your body's tired and your muscles feel like they're kind of pulled and the whole lot. I've been having that almost every day. So, but look, at least now we know what it is. My friend who has sleep apnea said to me, "You're not going to know your life when you get this machine. Once you know, it's weird to sleep with for the first while. You have to get used to it," which absolutely I understand. But she said once you start using it, you're not even going to, like, you're going to feel so much better, like unbelievably better. So I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, obviously Christmas is coming up. I'm really excited to share with you guys my new tree. We got a new tree. I think I showed you last year. I think I told you last year if I didn't show you. So do you remember the old one was breaking and we were going to get a new one before, and we got another year out of it last year. Well, that's gone out. It's in the bin. So we got I went with my dad to one of the hardware shops, or the like places, home and garden kind of stuff, Woodies, and they had all the trees on clearance after Christmas. Actually, it could have even been after New Year's. But we found this cool tree, and rather than having to like bend down the branches like I had to do with the old one, they just kind of fall open. From what I remember, correct now, I could be wrong, but from what I remember, they just fall open now. And what's even more, what's even better about this tree is it's pre-lit. So I have to put the 3 sections together, and I connect these like little small connectors. I just connect them, plug it in, the whole tree's lit. Make sure to keep that CPAP. Oh, I know. My friend that has the machine, I've seen her machine and how much she's cleaned it. So you're meant to use distilled water in it. So what some people do is they boil the kettle, let it cool. But I've also read that that's better than pure tap water. But you're better to use distilled water. So I need to look into distilled water. Like, do I need to get a prescription for that? How much is it? Where do I buy it? Baking episodes, gorgeous treats, gifts. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. So I'm probably going to do some of the baking I did again last year. Maybe do some variations. I know a lot of you enjoyed do you remember the chocolate bark? I'll probably do another one then, maybe with new stuff this year. Sorry, I know who that person is. That's coming up there. Hey, girl. I just got a new 6 foot myself. Tired of crying. Yeah, exactly. I think theirs is that as well. 6 or 7 feet. I'm not sure. Your Christmas bark was what? Why? Okay, guys. So this is like the love heart in the bottom of my chat, and it's right in front of that, and I can't. Oh wait, if I click into it, I can see it. I love my fresh tree and I have no room to store a fake. That is absolutely fair. That is absolutely fair, Terry. I don't know if I've ever had a real Christmas tree. Now, my auntie has a real Christmas tree every year. My auntie has the best tree. Okay. My auntie Chris, the best tree. Like, I swear to God. And I'm sure I have other family members who I haven't seen their trees in the last few years, or I haven't seen their trees before. But every year on Christmas Eve, we used to go over to my auntie's house. And when you go in the room that's in, it's always in the corner. It's a massive tree. Like, it's huge. She always decorates it so nicely. And it's like, it's not Christmas till I see her tree. Till I go to her house because she loves Christmas. She's like me. She goes all out. So it's like so nice to go over to her house. And she has a fresh tree. Oh, your Christmas bark was divine. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you very much. Because you actually tried it. You actually ate it. But you know, excuse me. But no, my auntie, she has the real tree. I don't ever remember having a real tree. Maybe we had one when I was really young, but I do remember growing up my mom saying that she didn't like the real trees because they were too much work to clean up. Because the pine needles fall off them every day and they're a nightmare, and she would always end up cleaning it up. Sorry, guys. I just got an alert there from YouTube. I thought it was to do with this. It's not. It's unrelated. Sorry. Even though I can't smell it anymore, I've used that thing. That's absolutely fair, Terry. They do smell good, though. They really do smell good. My auntie's one is real. I got annual ornaments, this one for 2023. Oh, a sloth. I have sloth energy. I don't have the long hooks, but I really resonate with a sloth. I get my grandson who's almost a new ornament every year. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, no, we used to get new ornaments. I don't think we got it last year, but there's a company here in Ireland called Newbridge Silverware. You may or may not know them. Like, I know they sell it around the world, but it's very popular here. Newbridge Silverware, and they do a decoration every year. And we haven't. My mom used to buy them. My mom's actually from Kildare, which is the county in which Newbridge is. So it was like a big deal to my mom to get one every year. I don't know if we've gotten any in the last year or two. I think we did. I'll have to check, but because sometimes you can get them the following year. But I know we have 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, I think. We definitely have them, I think, up to 20. The last couple I'm not so sure about. Actually, I'm not even sure if we had 20 because COVID. God, guys, I'm still messed up by COVID being 2 years. Like, I'm still like, someone's like, oh, that was 2 years ago. And then I'm like, oh my God, it wasn't. It was 4 years ago. Or am I the only one, or is anybody else? Sorry, is everybody else over that and I'm just still on it? That's so cute. What kind of ornaments do you get, guys? Like, are they like glass? Are they metal? Are they like a particular company? But yeah, I'm like, my friend who's in the chat there, she will tell you the 1st of November. I don't even have to wait till the 1st of November, guys, once that Christmas TV channel comes on. But like 1st of November, usually I'm like, let's go. Christmas. I just love it. I love it so much. And it's just I think it's just such a bright, happy time. And I know it's really difficult for some people. And like, I don't want to undermine that for the people that it is difficult. That's why I'm always like, please be kind at Christmas. Because some people, it's the worst time of the year for them. But I think it's like, for, excuse me, the majority of people, there's like a lot of nice things to experience over the holiday. Sorry, since like Christmas, she said the holiday season. I can't wait to hit the shop. See, oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Like, I literally picked out a Christmas present today for my dad. I was like, "Hey, Dad, do you want this?" And he's like, "What is it?" I said, "Oh, it's going on the maybe list for Christmas." Oh, Christmas does beautiful glass ornaments. Oh, very nice. Yeah, we have a lot of well, actually, we don't have a lot. What am I saying? Most of them are broken now. You know, those old glassy ones that with like the really thin kind of like almost like they're usually painted metallic. And like if you tip them with the wind, they smash. We have a lot of them, even though most of them are gone now. Yeah, they're wait. I have to say, they're sorry guys. I'm yawning. I sleep. I'm like, why am I tired? I know what I now know why I'm tired. Oh, guys, if you can't laugh about it, what can you do? Um, Sneaky. What's sneaky? I'm confused. I'm confused.com. Um, I love the look of the old skill ornaments. What I don't like is having to pick them up when they smash on the floor. I think we've kind of a mix now at this stage. And a lot of the decorations we have as well are, as I mentioned already, Nuber silverware. So and they're quite, a lot of them are quite delicate. They can be they're like, a lot of them are handmade, like especially the annual ones that they do, they're handmade. So they're like quite delicate. So you have to be quite careful with them. What did I see last night that I was doing? What did you see? I'm assuming you meant to say, what did you say last night? Is that what you meant? I'm trying to remember. We have awful competition. There's no competition, darling. There's no competition. Only joke. For those of you that are confused, that's my best friend, and that also, that's not her name. That's someone else's account she's using. Yes, it was. Yes. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. I won't say it in case he's watching. So shh, right? Shh. Yeah. If you ever see this person coming up, excuse me, community guidelines. You're like, they only affect you. But what you call her? That's my best friend, by the way, guys. I'm not just getting randomly abused on YouTube, which I know has happened before on the channel. I know a few of you were here for that, but no, that's just my best friend. Just standard best friend abuse. I don't worry, I give it as good as I take it. But yeah, anyway, so Christmas coming up. There will be a decorate with me video. I don't know when it'll be, right? I'm gonna not lie and say, oh, it'll be this. I don't know when it'll be. I think I filtered in about renovations, guys. They're happening after Christmas. I believe it when the builder walks through the front door. Anyway, so that's after Christmas. There will be a Christmas decorate with me. I'm probably going to do some baking videos like I did last year. I will not be doing near the volume of videos I did last year. I'm not saying I won't do short, but I won't. I realistically, 90% sure I won't be, doing Vlogmas. Now, unless this miraculously cures me completely, this machine, and I lose my mind, then maybe I will, but realistically, I won't be doing Vlogmas. But I'll probably do some crafts at some stage, maybe. I'm probably going to do, guys, just throw a poll up on the community tab. And see what kind of stuff you guys are interested in seeing. Because I don't want to make a lot of videos that you guys are just like, ugh, boring. I don't care. But yeah, definitely be doing decor videos. I'm probably doing I'm hitting that level of the video now where I'm just mumbling. But probably I'll definitely be doing a cleaning video at some stage. Because guys, in case you all think that I've been like doing loads of cleaning and just not filming it, I haven't. I've been doing some, but like, this house needs a proper clean. Actually, let me even show you this as an example. I don't even know if you will see that lovely. See that delightful layer of dust. Hold on. Here's a satisfying. I'm going to turn this into a short now, guys. There you go. Nice and clean. Still dusty. Now, I want to point out to you, no one is in this room except the dog. See how much dust that is? And this is in the unused room. By the way, that's part of my gaming setup. In case anyone's wondering what that is. And hopefully that will also be coming soon. Because I really want to share that with you guys. Cooking and baking, the rest I don't want to later declutter. Sorry, I have to move this. Okay, hold on. So what I have to do, guys, is I have to, with some of these chats, I don't want to later declutter. Oh, yes. Exactly. Cooking and baking, yeah, for sure. And the rest I don't want to later declutter. I'm assuming you mean decorations, Maya. Or am I completely off base there? Have I completely misunderstood you? Let's be real, Nemo. It wouldn't be the first time and it won't be the last. This is me we're talking about. But yeah, anyway, there will be baking videos. There will be decor videos. There will be cleaning. Yes, there will be cleaning because the house is not clean. It's not even, could I even say, it's not even, do you know what it is more than it's dusty? It's real dusty. That's what it is more than anything. I've been kind of trying to keep my room clean, but again, I'm not doing great at that either, guys, to be honest. Deco and fluffy crap. Skin is only gorgeous. Ah, thanks, young one. You all right? Sorry, me and my best friend sass each other regularly. Your skin's the rest of it won't late. Oh, deco and fluffy crap. Absolutely. Absolutely. For sure. I agree. I agree completely. Do it before you start. Do it before you start. Yeah, no, but I'm gonna start with that stuff early as well. And I want to get that up. Like I'm already ready to put up my Christmas tree. And I know like a lot of YouTubers have their Christmas trees up already, which I'm gonna be honest is a bit nuts. Okay. I'm not judging them. I commend them. But in Ireland, if I did that, people would be like, you're mental. Like if you put up kind of before the 1st of December, people think you're a bit mental. Like last year, I think I put it up. When was it? The middle of November, I want to say. Let me have a check here, guys. Because I do, in fact, have my videos here in a tab. Here we go. I'm actually nearly at it. Can we be helpful? Thank you. Thank you so much. Decorate with me. That video went up on the 2nd of December. Yeah, Clean with me was on the 2nd of December. I posted that. So yeah, I would have put it up around then. So like here, even that people were like, oh, that's very early. You're very organized this year, very early. Whereas I know as well, especially if you're in North America, like the US and Canada, I know you guys have Thanksgiving. I know they're different. I think Canada has Thanksgiving like now, isn't it? Soon. And then yeah, it's early November, is it late October? Can't remember. And then I know in the US it's later in the month. It's like the 3rd or something, the 3rd Thursday or something. And then you obviously it's before Black Friday. Not until after Thanksgiving with me. Yeah. Yeah, because you ate till after Thanksgiving, but I know a lot of the people I watch and some people I know from the US are like, oh, I put all my Christmas decorations up before Thanksgiving. Or they put everything but the tree up. And I know one woman told me before that she puts the tree up, her fake tree. She's like 4 trees in her house. She's, I think 3 like downstairs and 1 upstairs. She's a big like bay window upstairs, which is up there. But she basically puts the 3 fake trees up. And they're not decorated. They're just plain trees. And then once Thanksgiving comes, she decorates them. And sometimes if she's like a lot of family over, because they go to different houses each year. But if she's family over, they'll all like put a decoration on, like a fun thing to do on the day. And then she gets the real tree then in December. Or just after Thanksgiving. But yeah, no, I put up the Christmas tree. Well, obviously today I'm too tired, but excuse me, I apologize. Excuse me, pardon me. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing it. I just want it to be Christmas already because I love Christmas. And that's fine. And yes, I love watching Christmas movies. And yeah, are they predictable? Yeah, they are. Do you know what's going to happen in the first 10 seconds? Yes, you do. But they're so wholesome and I love them. And are they terrible? Yeah, most of them are really bad, okay? A lot of them are bad. And I don't care. I love them anyway. And yes, I do know the difference between good and bad films before somebody asked me that before when I said I like Christmas films. They're like, you clearly don't know the difference. Like, I do know the difference. I just don't care because it's not that serious. But yeah, like, if you're in America and Hallmark movies, I love them. Are they terrible? Yes, they are. They're predictable. You know what's going on, but they're wholesome and they're cute. And I'm just like, they're easy to watch. And if y'all judge me for that, you know what? I understand. But I'm still going to watch them. Because they make me smile. And are they unrealistic? Yes, they are. But you know what? Life is realistic enough. We've off. Oh, I just saw the little Santiam out there. Ms. Kennedy. Anyway, so yeah, Christmas content is coming very, very soon. We're going to have the tree. We're going to do the bacon. We're going to do, guys, I got one of the Starbucks Christmas coffees today. I did buy a mince pie. Okay. I know it's November. I don't care. I'm working on not caring, by the way. I'll get better at that. But anyway, I think I've waffled for the last 10 minutes, probably about close to probably nothing. But yeah, so Christmas content coming soon. There will not be Thanksgiving stuff on my channel. Somebody asked me that last year. They were like, are you doing any Thanksgiving content? No, I'm not. We don't have Thanksgiving in Ireland. It's not a thing that we do for obvious reasons, you know. You know, all the pilgrims and all that. We didn't have the pilgrims. They were already in Ireland. Let's not go down that road, lads, or you'll start me on a rant. You'll start me on a rant. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm so happy to have caught up with you guys, especially everyone who's talking in chat. Love you. You're all awesome. They've no eggnog. I'm sorry. They've toffee nut. Yeah, look. I don't have my personal information at the top there, so I'm just going to do that. Toffee nut latte. It was delicious, Scout. There's no eggnog. There's none. There's no eggnog. I asked the girl where they're getting, and she's like, I don't think so. Wasn't here last year. Bye, Nemo. Mwah. Love you, darling. Right, anyway, I'm going to wrap up here. I don't think I have anything else to add. If I do, I'll throw it down below. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, I can't remember what side it's on. I think it's on this side. Hit the subscribe button down below, or it's over there. It's somewhere. I don't know where it is. Like the video if you liked it. Or don't, obviously. But I would recommend you subscribe if you like cleaning, decluttering, organization, home decor kind of style of videos. I'm also working on a Lego for Christmas, guys. I've already started. I'm halfway through it. It's the new one from this year. Oh, if you want to see videos on that, let me know in the comments down below. Build videos for the stuff I made last year. Anyway, that is all. Love you all so much. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a... Sorry, it seems like I'm not paying attention. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a great weekend and a wonderful weekend. And I will talk to y'all soon. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad to have you back. Welcome back and welcome if you are new. Okay. Thank you guys. I appreciate your patience with me for the last while. Okay. Love y'all. Bye.